it again. Here to entertain you guys. Hopefully bring you some good information when it comes to real estate and mortgages. Let's talk a little bit about politics because that does tie into interest rates. So if you guys have been watching the Fed, a lot of movement, a lot of things going on, a lot of conspiracy theory because is it going to stop? Is it not going to stop? Is inflation still a problem? Is it not a problem? Of course it is, but how are we going to solve it? How are we going to address it is the question. Are we going to reduce the rates? Are we going to pause? Are they going to go up? Are they going to make a change because the election is next year and they want to make the economy look great? I don't know, but we can share the data. We can share what's on the news. We can share what's going on in the Fed. And we can share what's going on in these walls of the Chris and Lee studio.
You're doing great.
I am?
You're doing great. I'm very happy.
My dad said I'm doing great.
Not your dad.
Oh, you're not?
Your dad left you.
Son of a...
Your dad left you.
When?
Your dad
When?
said, peace out,
This
man.
whole
He went
time.
for ice cream. Gonzo.
This whole
Peace
time.
out and ice cream.
Why do you give me an allowance then?
Dude, I don't give you an allowance. Well, I give you half my paycheck, but that
That's an
sucks.
allowance.
That sucks, dude. I hate that part. I hate that part. The part I like is when you give me half of yours.
Why do I give my dad an allowance? That doesn't make
What
any
the
sense.
hell? No sense at all. Okay, can you
Son of a
read? What do we got
biscuit.
here? Give me some questions. We got some
Well,
interesting stuff
not
happening in the
questions.
economy. A lot of very interesting things
No
happening. So,
what do you guys want to know? What do you guys know, actually? That's a better question. What do you guys know that we don't? What do you know about the economy, about rates, about the Fed, all that stuff?
we need to go to Instagram.
He needs to go to Instagram. We're already on Instagram. It's right there. Look at it. The whole world can
Dude,
see
you're
us.
not smart.
The whole world can
Dude,
see us.
dude. Sorry, this page isn't available. Awesome. That's my favorite. All right.
So when it comes to real estate and loans, there is a lot of activity going on right now, guys. There's a lot of people inquiring. And one of the things that I got was, it's not a good time to refinance. But I'm starting to get a lot of refinance questions today. Because if you
you
bought in
went live
2020...
on your profile. Oh, is that?
It is me.
Dude, you're live on your profile.
What did I do?
I don't know, but check that out. Oh my God, you're on the wrong profile and you're live. Oh ho ho! Check that out.
I don't even know what to expect. They're expecting just some
know.
good-looking guy to talk. But it's a good-looking guy and his dad.
So I think, all right, so anybody who's watching us, we're about to go live on the other one. So watch for us and we'll be there. The other one is TikTok or YouTube. So, oh, we're still live on YouTube. I forgot that part. YouTube. Okay, so for those of you who are watching us on YouTube, we are trying to work through the problems, and we have all kinds of problems. So we are, I'm in jail. I've been in jail for a while. Yeah, that if you think about it, so I want to paint a nice real picture for you here. So you ever seen cops and you know, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Well, they take the guy, the bad boy, they put his head down on the cop car, they slam it down, and then two cops climb up behind him, they kick his legs out, they grab his hands, they put him behind, and they cuff him. Well, that's what happened to us on TikTok. Yeah, they started saying, bad boys. Dude, it's emergency. You're doing an emergency call. That's why. Yeah, I have to take it out of the case, or mine does that. So, anyway, we got bad boys. So what we learned from that is something kind of important, and that is we need to have our profile across multiple platforms. Not that we do not like the old tiki-talkie, we do, but
Ziggy-zaggy,
we don't. Yeah, ziggy-zaggy. Oh, there we go. From now on, it's zigzag. You want to do that? Zigzag? Yeah.
I don't like zigzag.
Zigzag. So we realized, hey, we got to have an audience on the different platforms, and we have quite a big following on TikTok. So it's 50,000 plus. Every time we log in, there's thousands of viewers. It's very a lot going on. So we are now working on getting this to.
Dude, nobody's there now. I changed, and now they're not. They're
Give it a
gone.
second. Give it a second.
Now they're gone, and they're not coming back.
Well, it's Instagram. That's fine. Okay, cool. So here we go. Chris and Lee live.
Yes, here we are, guys.
We're live.
Back at it again.
We're back at it again.
Here to
Here we go.
entertain you.
Cool. Let's see if anybody's there.
Dude, lead around the finance man join.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome.
I think I give that guy money. Give him allowance.
Do you give him allowance? All right. What does he do with it?
Mm-hmm. I look at his wardrobe and I'm like, you didn't spend any money on your wardrobe.
You gonna go there?
No.
That guy, that from the guy wearing a wife beater and a.
I'm not a wife beater.
Dude, you're a wife beater.
I'm not even a wife beater. I don't even have a
Yeah.
wife.
Uh-oh, you're about to get screwed. You're gonna jump on a technicality. You're about to get screwed.
Dude, why are you always setting me up?
I'm not setting you up for anything. I'm just saying
Always.
loans, dude. We should be. Have you
Always.
seen what happened to the Fed?
Yes, I
So-
did see.
Okay, tell me. What do you think happened to the Fed? What do you think is going on right there? Oh, YouTube. We should be on YouTube. To see
So
what's going on.
that's a crazy question because you said happened to the Fed, and I don't know exactly what happened to the Fed, but I do know what the Fed said, and
Tell
I do
me.
know the response of it, and I do know the conspiracy behind it, and the thought. Well, what I'm picking up because what the Fed says, what help me out. Who's our Treasury Secretary?
The chairman of
Yellen.
the Federal.
Janet Yellen.
Okay, Yellen. Okay.
So, Janet Yellen says one thing, the Fed chair says another, and then the news stations put out data.
Mhm.
Okay, so I've heard all three, and what I'm gathering basically is that the Fed is in a pause. That's what I'm gathering. Now,
Okay.
I don't know that for a fact.
Well, they didn't say it. And
No, but do
at
they
the
have
last,
to?
At the last Fed meeting, they actually did the opposite of saying it. He said, "Well, we're not ready to say we're not going to raise interest rates again," which freaked the market out. And to be honest, that's one of the bigger problems is it freaks the market out
So, on purpose.
on
On
purpose.
purpose. So, if the stock market is strong, is that relevant or irrelevant to inflation?
If the stock market is strong, well, it's a weird situation because it does affect it a little bit. But it doesn't affect it as much directly as it used to. Okay, cool. So that's us on YouTube. That's us on Instagram. And that'll be us
I
on
gotta dial that in a little better.
everything. Everything has to be dialed in, man. Fucking, you're right. Oops.
It looks like the camera's down here.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah,
So it's that one, right?
that's the one for YouTube. Yeah, that top one's for YouTube. So we can aim it down a little bit if you want. So,
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right. So actually,
Oh, the whole thing goes up.
Yeah.
We could just take the whole thing up.
You want to go higher?
Yeah, because look at our edges on our screen.
Okay. I
So
see
that can go up another probably 6 inches, and then it'll probably solve that problem. And then we could tilt that down.
The tilt happens. Well, whatever. Do it. So we're trying to work through the bugs here. Work again through the bugs. Working through the bugs. I don't think you're gonna like that.
No?
Well, maybe you will. I don't know. Let's see.
tilt down.
Yeah, don't be careful not to break that bad boy. It'll take a second before it all. Because we're about 15 seconds behind. So welcome to your live chat. Remember, guard your privacy. Okay, got it. And let's say HELLO send. Okay.
And then is that the tilt down? No, here's the tilt down. Beep.
Yep,
So we
there's a
tilt
tilt
up a
down.
little bit?
Okay, cool.
Tilt up a little bit.
Sure. Well, it takes 15 seconds
I know.
before it.
I know. They're gonna tilt up. Just a tad.
Okay.
And then we'll
So,
keep more messing
Yeah.
with it until
so
it's dialed
until
in.
we get it, until we get it dialed in. So, I guess that's the way we're going to be able to see all three chats is to do that every time. I guess. And then, do we have anybody on?
We almost need to push that one in. Maybe put that one on a plank. Push that one in, because see how it's so wide?
Yeah, but it's 16 by 9 on purpose, so it can go to YouTube and go to all.
I know.
stuff.
I'm just talking about adjusting the camera. See, I'm a little off still, but I'm talking about to just bring it in. That's all.
Well, bring it in as close.
Yeah, that's
but
what I
then the
mean.
problem is those.
So we put this on a plank, so it sits up here.
This on a plank. Okay,
So plank
maybe, yeah.
comes out.
Or you could just reverse where it's sitting. See how it's sitting on the front of the stick and move it to the back of the stick.
Well, I'm trying to push in, not push out.
I'm trying to push in.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Remember
That's,
that?
that's yeah. I know where that comes from.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Training day, baby. Straight to training day, and I don't even like that scene.
You like that scene? That's one of the best scenes.
That is one of the best scenes. No doubt, that's one of the best scenes.
All right, TikTok world, or
So,
I'm not.
no,
What do we call
we're-
it? Bing bong, bing.
I don't know, man. We gotta. It's zigzag,
Ziggy zaggy.
and we can't go live on Chris and Lee, and then Instagram is stock, and we're losing people. But I realize we don't have our
Show tech guy, telling us what's going on outside and
yeah.
Internet
so
world? Internet world.
Internet world. We got somebody watching.
I got a lot of good feedback.
We don't get to see people watching.
I got a lot of good feedback on our Instagram.
Did you? Tell me. Tell us about the Instagram.
People
Tell
are
us
like,
about it.
hey, I love this content. Hey, you guys look great. Hey, I like your backdrop. Hey, I like it. It's just all positive.
Really?
All
Where'd you get? Oh,
positive.
good. That's great.
Yeah.
In the last couple days, because this is remember our Instagram content is new. We're trying to figure that out because we're TikTok famous. Yeah, we're a little, and we got a little bougie.
You know
Yeah,
who we are.
you know who we are.
You know.
Shoot, we walk around going, Chris Lee for a first-time home buyer.
Call Chris and Lee.
Yeah,
We're going to the slow jams.
Yeah, we're in
now.
slow
Hey,
jams,
girl,
dude.
You ready to buy a house?
You're going to the slow jams?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and change my account. I don't know how to change.
Don't
the
get mad,
account.
man.
Dude,
Stay
I don't
positive. Who's she?
know. I don't know.
So, when it comes to real estate and loans, we want you guys to ask all the questions and we'll give you all the answers. If you guys have ever been to our other account, we answer all kinds of questions when it comes to real estate and mortgages. So, a lot of people have the basic questions, but for most, they are brand new. Like, what credit score do I need? What down payment do I need? How much do I need to make? How many years at my job? Or I just got a job? Or can I use high school as work history? So whatever your questions are, be sure to ask us. Be sure to put them in the comments. And even after these lives are done, they're recorded and then we post them. So ask questions in the comment section there and we'll still get back to you. So if you have questions from a live that we had last week, hop in there, watch it. Hope you enjoy it. If you have questions about it, ask us. Once again, this is for real estate and mortgages, but we also branch off into politics, pop culture, old movies,
Pop culture.
the best taco in
Dude,
the IE.
the best taco in the IE. I want to know where that is. Tell me about the best taco in the IE. In the meantime, let's talk about interest rates. So interest rates have gone down, like dramatically,
don't know about
dramatically. Well, yeah, we can hit. We have sixes on the table now, right? You saw a 6 on the table.
Yep.
I did see a 6 on the table. We were quoting 8s not that long ago.
6
but
across the board.
Right now, you can get, if you have the perfect credit score, the perfect profile. The perfect profile. By the way, whenever you look at rates online and they say, hey, we'll give you this amazing rate that's unattainable. Well, it's kind of like that one car that they advertise on the news or they advertise in the commercials that say, hey, this car for only $19.95, ticket number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, B, CC3.
Is that when Orson Welles used to do commercials?
Who's Orson Welles?
The guy who said, there's aliens out there and they're taking over the world, and people panicked.
Do you think anybody knows what that means anymore?
I wasn't asking them. I was asking you because you were there.
I was there. Yeah,
Exactly.
I was there. It was aliens
Exactly,
coming in.
with the
Yeah,
Z.
there was aliens coming in. So anyway, the interest rates at like right now, if you went in and you searched the internet, you could probably find 6.875. 6.875.
You probably find
across the
3
internet.
if you search the
Yeah,
internet.
if you search the internet, you can find 3. But like real
Not a real
rates that you
one.
could possibly get, 6.875. But that is a credit profile of 800, a DTI profile, a profile of about 35. Would you say 35 DTI? Probably 35.
What, the one I gave you?
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
No, that's a 75.
DTI?
Oh, 30.
Income? Okay, 30, so lower. It's like 75. That's it. No, perfect. Oh yeah, exactly. And then
You ever done a VA in the 70s?
loan to value.
Value. He's
Dude,
French.
I haven't had enough coffee yet. I'm
eat
I'm
my
all
baguettes.
jacked up on Mountain Dew.
I eat my
We got
baguettes
anybody in
and
this?
drink
We
my
got
value.
nobody watching us nowhere.
It's like the rest of your life, Lee.
It's like, dude,
It's like being
your
home.
dad left you.
No one's paying attention.
Your dad left you when you were young.
No one's paying
Your dad left
attention.
you.
That was a long time
Peace
ago.
out. Peace out.
I'm over it.
No daddy.com.
I'm over it.
No daddy.com. All right, so
I seen him like a couple
look
months
at-
ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're like, hey,
At
what's
a
up,
funeral.
bro?
It wasn't
Remember
his.
me? I used to swim around your. Never mind.
He was like, get out of here! And then here I am.
And then here you are, 40 years later or whatever. You're like, hey, world, take a look at me.
Basically
I'm
26.
on Instagram.
Basically 26.
You're 26 years old?
Basically.
All right, go with that, yeah. There's that movie with Jennifer Lawrence. It's hilarious. They're advertising for like a young.
Holy
twin.
cow!
Oh, we have,
Baby
do we
mom's
have-
back.
Oh, whoa, we got somebody in the house. What's up? What's up? So we were just talking about why Chris's dad left him when he was 2 years old and doesn't ever want to talk to him again. and something like that. Yeah,
He didn't recognize
actually,
me.
He didn't recognize
No.
you. He's like,
hey guy, you look familiar.
you're like, take my hat off. You're like, do you get it? No.
no, he has hair.
Like, what do you do when that happens? He has hair.
Mhm.
Oh, that's gotta be weird, huh?
Full head of hair.
That's gotta be weird. Is he a big guy or small guy?
He's about that much shorter than me.
So he's shorter than you. So
Yeah.
you're like towering over Daddy.
I'm
You're
like, hey,
remember when you left me?
Bob, where's my child support?
Bob, I want a bike.
I still want a bike.
Give me a bike.
Still want a bike.
Let's play some catch.
He did promise me a bike.
He did?
He promised me a bike, and my mom bought
He
it for
always
me.
promised to stick around in your whole life.
No, he never promised that. He's like, I'm not gonna be here for a long time,
That's
so
like, peace out, dude.
ask all the questions
Peace
now.
out. Yeah, peace out.
You won't be able to get a hold of me.
So you go do. So back to loans.
What a jerk.
He was a kind of a jerk.
I'm gonna be over here crying.
He's like, boom. You're gonna be over here
you
crying.
answer all the questions.
All right, Chris is gonna be crying, so I have to answer the questions.
And why are we talking about my dad? Let's talk about yours.
Dude, I don't know my dad. I don't
Exactly.
know shit about him. This dude, like, you're my dad. They went to the same camp or meeting or something. Like, hey, you know what? We don't have to stick around for these guys. My dad's like, peace out, see ya.
Maybe they're hanging out.
I didn't see him too.
Maybe they're broke
Dude,
back
so
in it.
strange. He called me when I was like 38 years old. Crazy.
He called you 30 years ago?
It was like, yeah, 30 years ago. He called me when I was like 30. He's like, hey, how you been?
Who's
like,
this? This is your daddy, bitch!
I'm like, oh my God. Didn't you go for ice cream and
This
you
is
never
Daddy!
came back?
Go to your room!
Oh shit! Do you see my question about the house? No. Give us a question about the house. Selling my house. Give us her question about selling the house.
Yeah, what's your question? You want to sell a house or want to invest?
You invest or what?
What you trying to do?
You gonna invest or what? Is that Step Brothers? Mm-hmm. You gonna invest or what? That's such a great movie.
One of the
Dude,
greatest.
Most of our friendship can be figured out by just watching the Will Ferrell and what's his name?
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. Watching these two guys, the Talladega Nights. I hate you.
Why am I talking to you?
I don't know. All right, I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. I hate you. Don't leave me. So anyway, so we are on YouTube.
Okay.
Yay. And by the way, I do know that
Question,
our
man.
TikTok-
We got to get to the question of
Dude,
Navy
I
Mom
owned a home
Donna
for 1.5
12.
years.
So Navy
when
Mom
can I
Donna
sell
12.
it and make a profit?
Does that mean that's her 12th something?
I don't know. Maybe the 11 was taken.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Oh.
it could be
So she went
11.
1, 2, 3. Anyways, question.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
What does it say?
I've owned for 1.5 years. When can I sell it and make a profit? Good question. Profits. All right.
Right now.
You're supposed to answer. Yeah. Depends on what the fair market value is, and you can do that because the fair market value is whatever the market will bear. And if you have a very unique property, like for instance, Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago got appraised. Ooh, I just hit the freaking hit the lightning rod right away.
Good
You know what?
one.
We need viewers, so let's go there. So
Mar-a-Lago.
the Mar-a-Lago got appraised, valued. I don't know what the word is.
Assessed.
Assessed. We'll go with assessed. And the judge said this is worth $18 million. Now, anybody that knows the Florida market at all, like even a little bit, even that much, knows that's a joke. It's not $18 million.
What is it, like $1 billion?
It's close to, it's between, and so there's something called brand value. Brand value is like the M. And when you buy
like this.
McDonald's, yeah, that's brand. So when you buy a McDonald's, that brand is worth a lot of money. Why? Because people are driving down the road and they see the M and they'll drive. That the marketing's done. The brand is there. Well, Mar-a-Lago is obviously branded with Trump. So there's got to be brand value in there. But even if you got rid of all brand value, just the real estate value alone is in the hundreds of millions. It's crazy because in that, like the richest people are in that area.
So it's kind of like the Playboy Mansion when it sold. It sold for more than the actual
Yep.
worth because it's the Playboy Mansion
Yep.
as a brand.
And it came with all kinds of stipulations, like Hugh Hefner can live there until he dies.
And stains.
Until he dies and stains. I don't know what that means, but okay. We're going to move right
It's an
along.
old house.
let's
It's
move
gonna
right
have
along.
some stains.
Dude, don't make me bring up talking about your dad
It's
again.
gonna have some
I don't
wear and
want
tear.
to talk about your dad leaving you when you were 2.
Where is he?
I don't know.
You seem to know him. You want to talk about him a lot.
Oh, dude, you want to hear something funny?
What?
Oh, I was like, I was getting my hair cut a couple of days ago, and
Braids and
the
fades?
person, yeah, the braids and fades, and so the hairdresser brings up, he's like, you got a pretty good head of hair on you. He goes, you probably got it from your dad. Did your dad have a good head of hair?
Did you start crying?
No, I said, I don't know. Have you seen him? He left me when I was 2 years old, and then I just purposely held for a while.
And then just watch him.
And the hairdresser's just
Panic.
like, she's like, And I'm like, I'm all right. I'm over it. He really did leave me.
You should have started
but I'm
crying.
over it. I'm over it.
You just start crying. Crying come in.
So that really happened, and she's like, "That was awkward," and I was like, "Yeah, I did that on purpose. My dad left me, but whatever."
Maybe
She's
Mom Donna's
her ass-
laughing at you.
She's laughing her ass off. So I got daddy issues. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
I know all my sons get motorcycles.
Maybe.
So do something with that. So anyway, back to loans. Well, we're talking about loans and the interest rate, right?
Maybe your dad can get a
wait,
loan from us.
Oh yeah, she wanted to know how long. Maybe your dad can get a loan. I actually think, and I hope it hasn't happened, but I think he passed on. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him in years. So
I thought you guys were going to start a business together.
yeah, he thought so too, I guess. So he's like, "Hey, I just found you on the internet. How you doing now?"
He's like, so I'm Money Mentor Dad.
I'm Money Mentor Dad. I was like, "I found you on the internet. Good to see you. It's been a while."
So can you talk about Newsom cleaning up San Fran in the face of Chinese visitors? Oh yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, just like it's
Oh,
actually fairly
man.
simple. Okay, so let's just say that you live at home with mom and dad, and mom and dad are going to be gone for 4 days, and you decide you're going to party like a rock star, and you let everybody know. So everybody from your high school comes down, and you trash the place, like trash it. Like broken shit, stains everywhere, there's beer cans everywhere, and you're in high school. Remember, you're not allowed to drink, so we don't condone drinking if you're in high school. Anyway, trash the place, like totally trashed it. There's farm animals here. There's stuff here that like really shouldn't be here. Somehow there's a car on blocks within 2 days. Don't know how that happened. But
And kids are doing this?
these are high school kids, dude. Have you seen high
These
school?
are rowdy
You had a
kids.
kid in high school, right?
Well, I got a story for you.
Okay, I want to hear the story. Anyway, it's being trashed like nobody's business, and then you get the call. Hey, mom and dad, great to hear from you. Yeah, how are things in Europe? Oh, you're coming home 2 days early? Oh, shit. What do? So, all of a sudden, the adrenaline spikes, everybody freaks out. Holy shit. And before you know it, there's one of your buddies that's here with a truck pulling that car off the blocks. It's gone. Everything's cleaned up. The beer cans are thrown away. You put little spritz in the air, and everything is nice.
Until they pull back the curtain.
Yeah.
Where do they put them?
Well, that's what happened in California.
Yeah, but where do they put them?
No, you could have done it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you could have. That's the whole point. The
It's
whole point is you could have kept it right the whole time. You had the resources, you had the money, you had everything, and Governor Newsom came out. I think that was hilarious. He goes, "Yeah, so people are, they're kind of saying we clean this up just because we could clean it up." And you know what the answer to that is? Well, yeah, we cleaned it up because we could clean up, and that people are coming over, so we gotta clean it up. And so the rest of the world is going, wait a minute, whoa, especially the people who live there. They're going, well, you mean you could have done this the whole time? You mean you had the budget? You didn't have to increase the police force? You didn't have to increase the janitorial? You didn't spend a lot of extra money or any extra money, theoretically. So,
Bye, Navy Mom.
what? She split?
Yeah,
I don't see it here.
She has things to do.
I don't see it. Did you see it?
No.
It's not. Oh,
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So.
Okay, so
yeah.
okay.
Okay, cool.
So they have the ability to solve this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear because they
Okay.
just did it.
Yep.
They allow. But here's my confusion though.
Okay.
So Pelosi, Newsom, and Feinstein all live in San Francisco.
Yeah, kind
This
of.
is their backyard.
No, kind of.
This is their.
No,
so
no,
why
no,
do they want
kind
their
of.
backyard to be this way?
It's kind of. It's like, okay, so have you been to, let's just say, New York?
Mhm.
Okay, and I don't know if you've ever been, but there's some very bad areas of New York, like scary bad areas.
Give me the street.
I don't know. Somebody from New York, give me the streets. It's I don't know. I just know what the
I
comedians
need to know the
have
intersection.
said. The comedians have said these are but I don't live in New York, so I don't know. But I have driven around New York enough to go, I want to be here at night. This area, I don't want to be here at night. So gone. Okay, cool. But then you go to another part of New York, and it's unbelievably beautiful. Like unbelievably beautiful.
Like Central Park?
Ridiculous. Central Park's weird because it's a park
And there's homeless.
and it's huge, and
It's
it
the
could
middle
have
of
a
a
nice
metropolis.
area. Yeah, it could have a nice area. It could have a bad area. So, do you not want to live in New York because there's a bad area?
No, there's a bad area everywhere.
You just want to make sure that you stay in your good area.
Yeah.
Well, that's how the
Okay.
the rich people
So,
do. I mean, there's some
When
very
Paul Pelosi got called the cops in his chonies with a guy,
you can stop right there. That's enough.
so is
Yeah.
that the good part of San Francisco?
It depends on what part of the night you're in Paul Pelosi's eyes.
2 a.m.
So, is it before the hammer came out, or before, or after the hammer
And
came
was
out?
it before or after the trip to Jack in the Box?
Because
2 a.m.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Nothing good happens if you're drawing money out of an ATM at 2 a.m. There's nothing good that could be going on in your life if you're drawing money out of an ATM at 2 a.m.
So here's my backward story. I'm
All
gonna
right,
give you
cool.
my
Tell me,
backward.
give me the
story,
backward
okay?
story, dude.
So it's-
Don't be holding back.
It's high school. It's
All
probably
right.
like 1998, somewhere in that range. 97 maybe. Yeah.
That's me.
So let's go backwards.
Dude, remember Party On Wayne, Party
Yeah, I
On
do.
Garth?
That was like 91.
Exactly. They
Exactly
did that, right? They did that,
Exactly
yeah.
that.
So
So I have a full head of hair. It's probably blonde.
okay, it's probably blonde. I've seen those pictures of you blonde.
Yeah.
It's hilarious,
It's probably
dude.
blonde.
You're like
Or
Marilyn
red.
Montoya.
I don't know.
You're like Marilyn Montoya.
All right, whatever your fantasies are. So
Or
when it
Brad Pitt? No. I gotta think of a better one. Brad Chinguan? No.
sure.
Yeah. go with
So my friend is like, dude, my parents are going away. We need to have a party. And
that. Okay,
I'm like,
party like a rock
yeah,
star.
let's
Yes.
do this.
Party.
So I'm leaving my house carrying these big speakers, and my mom's like, "Where are you going?" It's like Friday night, and I'm like, my friend's house. I just want to see how they sound at his house. She's like, okay. So I,
She bought it?
yeah.
Dude, you don't have a dad.
So exactly.
The
My dad would
would've
be like, put that shit back.
Your dad would be like, I'm not gonna buy this crap.
What time
Dad's
do
not
I? What
getting
time do
there.
I show up?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. My mom's like, have fun. So I go and we set everything up. This house is filthy.
All right,
It
filthy.
is gross.
Gross.
They have cats that live in it that are pooping and barfing all over the place.
Ew.
They never vacuum. So imagine
Ew.
living in a house with 4 kids, 2 parents, 3 cats, and never vacuuming.
Never vacuum.
Gross. The house stinks, man.
Just stinks.
It is the grossest thing ever.
Grossest.
So we clean this house to have a party.
All right.
We clean it. I'm talking about we vacuum it. We clean the walls. We clean. It's just it should have been probably condemned. It was a gross house.
Okay.
Anyways, we cleaned it. We partied. We cleaned up the mess from the party. Parents come home and they're like, "What happened here? Like
What happened here?
We just felt like cleaning the house. Like BS. What did you guys do?" Like they were mad that the house was clean.
They were mad that the house was clean?
Yeah.
They're like, you should not be cleaning this house.
So I didn't clean it. A
Uh-huh.
couple of my other friends cleaned it, and they
Okay.
did a good job.
All right.
And you know how we got busted?
How'd you get busted?
Beer cap in the sink.
A beer cap in the
the-
sink.
they
After
turned on
cleaning
the-
up the whole thing. So like Cat in the Hat style, Dr. Seuss, somebody come in, they clean up the whole house, and you got busted because of a beer cap in the sink. Figure that out.
If we would have left it a mess, they probably wouldn't have caught on to anything.
All right,
They'd
cool.
have been like, all right, looks about normal.
So how does that have to do with loans?
It's a backward story.
It's the back. So back then you couldn't afford a house. Now you can.
no,
Actually, more so because the interest rates have gone down.
do you have dementia?
Um,
On stage, on start,
What?
beginning part.
What?
Berta Flex, how you
Berta
doing?
Flex. What's up, Berta Flex?
So let me ask you this.
So
you
we're
want
on-
to hear about my childhood stories, and you want to hear about mortgages?
Yeah, we don't want to know.
Be honest.
Dude. Yeah, but
honest.
But before you know that, you got to know his dad left him when he was 2 years old. Peace out.
Makes for the
See you
best
later. Yeah,
stories.
makes the best stories.
And now he's here, and I pay
And
him
he's
an
twisted.
allowance.
He's twisted.
Weird.
And he's twisted.
Weird.
So, interest rates have gone down. That's good news. They've gone down quite significantly. Well, no, it's a lot.
Depends
It's
on
kind of
what.
a lot.
See,
Yeah.
if you got
you were at
this
8.5
much
and
and it
you're
goes
at
back that
6.75,
much, it's significant. But if
Because-
you got this much and it goes down this much, it's not significant.
all right, because they've been wrapping up, man, wrapping it, like rap.
It's not even a word. You're using fake words.
Ratchet
You're using sounds.
and rap.
It's not a word.
Dude, sounds count.
Sounds.
Sounds. So
Sounds.
let me go try some sounds, and then moving back along, and cool.
So like,
what do we
how
got
big is
going
your
on?
house? Roar!
Roar! So have you ever seen a lion roar? That's it.
Or how big is your house? Beep beep, beep beep beep, beep. Sounds.
Weird, dude.
Very.
Dude,
I don't
you're
understand why you
weird.
communicate this way.
Dude, you're weird.
Just use
You're
words.
weird. So, I have realized that it's important that people buy houses across the country. So, we are live teaching people how to buy houses. Yes. So great news. Today we pulled rates, and we could probably get somebody a 6.875. A couple, not that long ago, we can only get them an 8.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a big difference. Now,
Big difference.
why the big difference? Why? Because it started to really affect the economy, like really bad. CPI came in, not a shocker, came in right where we thought it was going to come in at. And Fed Powell, we're believing he's going to commit to the pause. Once he commits to the pause, rates will come down that uncertainty area. Go ahead, you can find him. Fed Powell, do you know which one he is?
The old one.
He's the old one. They're all old, dude.
They're all old.
See,
Give me a young person in politics. This guy's not as old.
Yeah, AOC. AOC.
That's not AOC.
That's not AOC.
Is she still alive?
She's
She's still in
actually,
politics?
she's got.
Is AOC
I
still
don't-
out there, guys?
I don't know how this woman keeps her seat, man.
Here's what trips me out. Her fans.
Oh, dude, her fans,
Her
think
fans
she's
trip me
genius.
out.
Her fans think she's genius.
And some of her fans aren't stupid. That's what trips me out.
I don't know about that. I mean,
I didn't say all
sure,
of them.
go
I
with
said
that.
some of them.
There he is.
Fed Powell.
There's Fed Powell. Yeah, he's kind of the one who is in charge of making sure that our economy doesn't go into the shitter. Can I say shitter?
Mm-hmm.
Is this live?
No.
I think it is live.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna turn
No.
to you for questions anymore.
No.
No. No. Did you have a dad growing up?
No.
Okay, me neither.
Yes.
So this is gonna make some good. Yeah, we don't have daddy issues. No, neither one of us do. Neither one of us do. Anyway, Fed Powell is going. We believe he's going to commit to the pause on December 13th, and December 13th is the next FOMC meeting. So if he commits to the pause, there's some uncertainty in the market, which will then turn to certainty. And if we get the certainty in the market, Emlo's in the house. What's up, Emlo?
What
We
it
miss
do,
you.
boo?
We miss you. So we're gonna bring you up to speed, Emlo, because you haven't been watching the whole time. We saw you just joined. We're gonna give you the crash version.
Ask her how she's doing.
How you doing? All right, good. She didn't answer back. I don't
She
know.
will.
Okay, cool. So here's the crash version. We're kind of TikTok famous or Zigzag. We're Zigzag
Kinda.
famous. Yeah, kind of Zigzag
Kinda.
famous. So we go live on Zigzag, and by Zigzag I mean TikTok. So we go live on Zigzag basically every single day, working day. We don't do it on the weekends. But we have over 50,000 followers, and it's very common for us to get 2,000 people watching us, and questions just coming in like lightning, like that fast. But something happened on Zigzag, and they don't like what we said. I don't know what we said. But if you think about Cops, the show Cops, you know, when they go, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Anyway, they grabbed us by the back of the head,
Him.
and they threw us on the car,
Him.
the police car.
I watched.
Yeah. And then they broke out the handcuffs, clicked the handcuffs, kicked the feet wide so you don't have a stable base anymore, and then boom, threw us in jail.
Him.
Boom, threw us in jail. Guess who's in jail too? He is.
Nope.
He's acting like he's not, but he is. We're both in jail
I don't want those
on
scrubs.
Zigzag.
I
Yeah,
don't want
on
those
Zigzag.
scrubs.
So we're in jail, and we realized, oh shit, we haven't really developed our other platforms. We haven't really developed
We don't have time for
the
jail.
IG. We don't have. We haven't developed the YT. YT is YouTube. IG is Instagram, obviously, or the FB. We still haven't working on the FB yet. But
old
that's
people.
Facebook. Yeah, we used to be Facebook famous when Facebook kind of.
Was new.
Yeah, we're big into it, and then we kind of didn't, and we went on to bigger and brighter things, and we're coming back around. Going, I miss you.
Miss you, Mark.
I miss you, Mark
Zuckerberg's.
Miss you. How you been? You see,
This is Zuckerberg platform
Are you
right
seeing
here.
other people?
I am. You're seeing the Chinese, aren't you?
Yeah, you see
Aren't
the
you?
Chinese? No, we don't want you to go. So anyway, we are building our beautiful audience on the IG from scratch and on the YT from scratch and teaching everybody how to buy a house.
Boom.
Boom. So, Emlo, if you're still here, good stuff. Good stuff. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. After a prolonged period of very hard time in the real estate business and the lending business, it's going to get a lot better.
Whew. I thought you were going to say you were dying. Holy cow.
And I'm dying.
I was worried.
So we believe that the first set of decrease in interest rates is starting right now. We believe it's starting. And the reason is because
I'm on the left.
we're on the pause. And then who?
Emlo left
She did? How do you know?
because it doesn't say there.
Oh, bummer.
She said, "Love you," and left.
Okay, cool. Love
Just
you guys.
like your
All right,
dad.
cool.
Just
We're
like
on.
your dad.
All right, just like your dad. Whose dad left him first?
Yours,
Mine will be at 2. Where'd your Lisa at?
dude. You're by the
Dude,
time
when did
I
your
was
mom-
2, you were 27.
Yeah, I was 2. Woo, woo. You guys are the best ever. She's still here, dude.
I can't-
We're still telling. We're playing to the audience.
My heart will go
We
on.
gotta play to the. Your heart will go on. Sing it.
And that's a different song.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I
No.
will
Dude, you can't sing, man.
always love
No, we can't do that. We can't do that.
you.
So anyway, no, you can't sing.
I
So
tried.
anyway, we believe the big pause or the pivot is going to happen in third quarter of 24. But it's going to get a little better before then. And the reason for that is the way interest rates on a home are determined is off the 10-year yield. Right now, there's a 2.5 point spread on the 10-year yield because of the uncertainty. But recently, UBS just came out today or yesterday and said they think Fed Powell's done with the increase in rates, which then gives us certainty. And what happened? Immediately, the mortgage rates dropped.
Boom.
Yeah, 6.875 this morning. You can get a 6.875. 2 weeks ago, you could only get 8. So that's kind of a significant drop.
But probably not going to hold. It's going to do a little wave.
Oh, it's going to go back up.
Yeah.
But it's done ascending, and we believe it's done ascending.
Big deal.
Yeah. So we're on what they call the pause. And the pause is we're not increasing and we're not decreasing. And that's going to cause stabilization, and the rates are going to slowly trickle down to a new balance. Slowly. And it probably will. New balance?
Shoes?
That's shoes.
Nike.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, that'll probably be for about 5 or 6 or 7 more months. That's our guess. Then the Fed's going to do the pivot. And the pivot is when they start bringing down the interest rates. And then there's going to be a flood
So when should I buy?
of buyers. If you could buy today, today's the best day, dude.
Phew.
Right? Today. If you're buying, today is the best day. You know why? It is a buyer's market, no question about it. Here's how you know. If there's a house sitting on the market right now, $500,000, $500,000, and days on the market are 45. That's a lot of days on the market. So this guy's saying, hey, I want to sell my house. Let's put it on the market. All right, cool. And they do a couple open houses and no offers.
Dang.
45 days later, one guy walks in and he goes, hey, listen, I like your house. I'm actually willing to offer on your house,
Ooh.
but I want a discount.
Ooh.
They don't say discount. They say, I want you to cover closing costs.
Yeah.
But what that means is I want a discount. I want a $10,000 discount.
10. That's for 15.
And I want to come in at $495 instead of $500. Now, that seller's in a very awkward spot because they've been DOM, days on the market, 45. They've been sitting there for 45 days and nobody's come in. So guess who gets to set the terms?
The buyer.
The buyer. So it's a buyer's market. And that's hard to believe because the interest rates are so high. But if you got that money and you can walk in and there's no buyers, you get to tell that seller what to do. And we're seeing that often. Often sellers are paying closing costs, doing concessions, they're doing a lot of stuff. But when those rates hit 5.99, when they come down and they go 5.99, that same $500,000 house is going to, right, just as soon as it hits the market, they're going to do an open house. And they're going to have 10 offers that Monday.
It's going to be like Black Friday for Thanksgiving.
And then guess what? If you're the seller and you're looking at 10 offers, you go, you know that guy that lowballed me? Yeah, you can just throw that one in the trash.
Dang.
You know, out of the 10 offers, 3 of them lowballed me? Trash.
Is those the guys that are
Trash.
looking for a deal?
Yeah.
Get a good
Trash.
deal.
Yeah, they want us to discount it? No. I'm not going to discount it.
I'm
You're
gonna wait till the
crazy.
market
You're
crashes.
straight crazy. So then there's the ones that come in at price. And let's just say 4 of the next offers come in at price. And some of them say, hey, listen, I want a 45-day closing period. I want this, I want that. So the seller goes, all right, those are ones to consider. And then there's 3 more. And those 3 came in $5,000 over price. Well, guess what happened to the people that came in at price? Well, they're now in the trash.
Gone.
And those 3 that came $5,000 over, now One of them says, I'll remove appraisal contingency. Guess what? That means they're getting paid no matter what. That's going to be the new market when it hits 5.99. And at that point, we're in a seller's market. No question about it. We will be in a seller's market. Right now, at interest rates 6.875, we are in a buyer's market. So, hard to believe, but that's the fact, Jack.
So here's where we're at.
Dude, you don't know where that came from.
Hit the road, Jack.
Nope, that's
Don't
not
you
it.
come back.
No, that's not it. That's
more,
it.
no
That's
more,
the
no
fact,
more.
Jack. I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
What kind of training? Army training, sir. Nope.
Apocalypse Now.
Somebody. No. Okay.
Okay.
No.
That's not a good one. Do a good one next time.
Okay.
So basically what you're saying is, if you want to buy a house and you want to get the best deal possible,
Call Chris and Lee.
maybe you need closing costs,
Call Chris and Lee.
and maybe it's going to be a little tough for you to buy because you're a first-time home buyer, don't have a lot of cash.
Call Chris and Lee.
After you do that,
Yep.
you got to buy now.
Dude,
You got to buy now. Because
Right now.
okay, so that exact scenario, you need 10,000 in closing costs. You're coming in with probably a program because you don't have a lot of money for down payment. You don't have a lot of money in your pocket. Now it's the end of it's the beginning of 2026.
It's the beginning of the end.
How
Or
does
is
it
the
look
end
for
of the
that buyer?
beginning?
How does
Or is
look
it
for-
the end of the
How does it
beginning?
look for that buyer?
Well, you're competing.
Yeah,
You remove appraisal contingencies.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden you need a lot more cash because you have to be able to compete with people who are willing to pay above appraisal.
So how does it look for them? What does their life look like?
Looks like they're not gonna get a house right now.
They sound homeless.
Yeah. Do
sound
you want to go
homeless.
homeless? They don't. They probably live with mom. They're cool with living with mom. A lot of people live with mom in the basement.
So if you're cool with living with mom,
Yeah.
don't even worry about this.
Don't worry. Yeah, it's not a buyer.
Just chill.
Yeah, just wait
Go
till the
back
crash.
to Xbox.
Wait till the crash. If you're comfortable living at mom in the basement, with mom in the basement,
Maybe they share a room with their mom.
dude, you get weird.
Why is that weird?
Well, because in the basement is real. Sharing a room with you. Have you ever shared a room with your mom?
Well, let me ask you this: you ever share a room with your child?
You're getting weird, dude.
Is that a no?
When you're like 6, but when you're 40,
So not
Well,
0, not 1. Only when they're 6,
Yes.
and then after they're not 6 anymore, you're gone.
Yes.
So only in that one
So
year.
Anyway, we are going to wrap up here. We appreciate you guys. We are live on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, but we're in jail. Bad boys. What you gonna do? We're live on all 3 of those platforms, and then this will be archived and streamed later. So we appreciate you guys. We'll be doing it more often. Thank you, Emlo. We love you so much. We love you. We're so glad you're here. Thank you very much. And look for us. We've been Chris and Lee. We're out.
I'm Chris. That's Lee.